Here are 3 coins. One is made of bronze, one is made of silver, and one is made of gold. What do these coins have in common? Well, they are all between 1500 and 2300 years old. Now, something that is 2000 years old is supposed to be not in good shape, but somehow these coins are. And we can all agree that if they manage to stay like that for so long, we shouldn't ruin them so they can stay looking that nice for the next 2000 years. Today, we'll go over how to handle, take care, and store your collections. Because remember, one day you will be gone, but they will stay around, so let's take good care of them. Most, if not all, coins in your collection have probably come out of the ground where they were buried. The point is, the moment they come out of the ground, they are once again vulnerable to physical and chemical damage. The main situations where a coin can be exposed to these 2 dangers are when they're being handled and during long-term storage. So let's go over these separately. During their long nap underground, they are generally covered in all sorts of mineral deposits and residue, having to be cleaned. Some are very well cleaned, others not so much. One thing is certain, all ancient coins have been cleaned to an extent. This is why you see so many ancient collectors touching their coins with their bare hands instead of using gloves. It is simply not that much of an issue to hold ancients with your hands compared to modern coins. Personally, I feel gloves make them slip from my fingers so easily, I consider them more of a danger, so no gloves for me. That being said, it's still a good idea to practice common sense. Before handling your coins, wash your hands and dry them well, and if possible, hold them by the edge and everything should be fine. I've said ancient coins have all been cleaned at some point, so should you try to clean them yourself? No, absolutely not. People that clean these know what they're doing, and as a general note, you should never clean your coins unless you look for the knowledge on how to proficiently clean them. Sometimes, for more valuable pieces, they will use various chemicals and complex techniques that simply aren't that easy to replicate. So, if your coin has some tarnishing or a certain deposit, I say leave it as it is. Let me give you guys an example. Look at this bronze coin. The metal has been covered by a black layer called a patina, but there's also this orange-ish layer over it, which actually helps highlight some features of the coin. This is soil that has solidified and attached itself to the coin during the years it was underground. So if I decided to remove this layer by myself, I would probably hit bare metal and ruin my piece. So buy the coin that has eye appeal to you, but don't tamper with it unless you know what you're doing. So as we've seen, if you have clean hands, there aren't any real issues with handling your coins, but eventually you want to store them. So let's go over the basics of coin storage and some of my recommendations. One of the main chemical reactions that can damage your coin is the actual reaction with the humidity of the environment. That doesn't mean you need to buy a dehumidifier or anything. You just need to keep your coins in a dry place. And if you live in a particularly humid climate, a little pack of silica gel next to the approximate location of your collection should suck the moisture in and do the trick. Another important tip is to keep your coins separated. I know some people like to have their silver stack all piled up like a pirate, but this will just scratch your coins. And not only that, in the long term, different alloys touching each other will react and damage the pieces. As you see on my suggestions, they are all designed to have separate compartments for each individual coin. Another thing to be watchful is to avoid acids and PVC. I'm going to show you guys something. If you go on eBay and search for coin album, it's very likely you'll come across one of these Chinese albums. This malleable plastic contains PVC and it will react and damage your coins. The same applies for any kind of paper envelope that isn't acid-free. Anything that is in contact with your coins should be archival safe. That is, made out of an inert material that will not chemically react with the metal from your coins. I store my collection in 3 different ways. Let me show you guys. The first one, and one I strongly recommend for anyone starting out, is to actually buy coin albums and flips, like this one. As you can see, these are plastic sheets full of sleeves, and these sleeves feed these little flips, where you can put your coin, staple or glue it shut, and you're gonna have a little window where you can see your coin. That's an inexpensive way of storing, isolating, and cataloging your coins. The only 2 disadvantages I could think, particularly for ancients, is the fact you can't directly touch or interact with your coins, and you need to be careful when opening the flip, so the staples don't scratch your piece. But all in all, it's a very solid choice for storage. I keep all of my medieval coins and my late Roman pieces in here. It's very practical, and the plastic on these flips is archival safe. You can also fit plastic 2x2 flips in these albums. It allows you to access the coin, but remember to look for non-PVC flips, because not all of them are. Next, we have coin capsules. Capsules are made of stiff plastic, so they're inert, and I use these for long-term storage. That is, coins I generally don't interact with much, or maybe I want to save space on my other better storage, so they just come in here. The drawback, as you can see, you can fit all sizes of coins in here, and if your coins are smaller, they just rattle around. That's why I only keep coins I'm not going to touch very often in here. Now, my personal favorite by far are coin cases and trays. This is, in my opinion, a mandatory investment after you have purchased a certain number of coins. As you can see, it is a case with trays that stack up inside of it. Each coin can be put in an individual slot. They are covered in soft fabric, so no real danger of any damage or friction. And of course, you can easily access each coin as well as presenting the whole bunch. I won't mention particular brands or models, but there are models smaller than this one and much bigger ones with and without handles. So there should be an alternative out there that fits your collection and the space you have available. Other possible alternatives are actual coin cabinets, which are custom-made pieces of furniture dedicated to storing and preserving coins. That's already high-end. And also, for those that have quite a lot of coins, the aforementioned paper flips, and they put them all together on little storage boxes. Overall, whichever storage alternative you pick, just remember to have these requirements in mind. Keep each coin separated, make sure they're made out of archival safe materials, and keep your collection in a dry area. Taking care of your collection is not rocket science, as you can see. It requires a small investment and healthy doses of common sense. So remember to take good care of your collection so someone hundreds of years from now can enjoy it too. See you on the next one.